Hello everyone, my name is Olivia Wolf and I'm the Program Director at the Findlay YMCA. Today for our craft, I'm going to show you how you can make your very own butterfly that flies. Before we begin making this craft, I'm going to name off everything you need. You will need construction paper, markers, scissors, tape, a pencil, a straw, a glue stick, and a ruler. The first step to making our butterfly is to draw the outline of the butterfly onto a sheet of paper. To begin, what you do is you are going to take your piece of paper and set your ruler onto your piece of paper. You will want to make marks at the 3.5-inch mark line and the 7.5-inch mark line. Once you have those marks on your paper, then what you will want to do is you are going to want to take your ruler, and from where you see those marks on your piece of paper, you're going to draw a line going 2.5 inches down on each mark. Once those lines are drawn on, then you are going to want to connect here, draw a line here, and draw a line down here so that you can make it into a rectangle. Once you have your rectangle drawn on, then the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make 2 loops here to make butterfly wings. Once you have those 2 wings drawn on, this is how your butterfly should start to look. Next, you're going to want to draw a line right down the middle here so that we can use that for one of the future steps in creating our butterfly. You can use your ruler if you need to help you draw that line so that it's right in the middle. Now that I've added that line in the middle, I am going to cut out my butterfly. You will want to cut the wings out from here, and then you're going to want to keep this rectangle intact on the bottom here. You don't want to cut along this middle piece. That is for a future step. After cutting out my butterfly, this is how it looks. Now, in order to get our butterfly to look like this one, we are going to have to fold the wings into the middle here. Before we do any folding though, I want to put a design on my butterfly wings so that it can look somewhat like this butterfly. Now that I have the wings all colored in, we have to fold on these 3 lines in order to get our butterfly to look like this one. Once you have folded all 3 of those lines, your butterfly should be able to collapse like this, and then you'll have this back part sticking out, just like this. Next, we are going to want to glue these 2 parts together so that our butterfly can stay in this position. Now that we have that section glued together, it is time to move on to our next step. For this next step, you're going to need a piece of paper and the pencil. What you're going to do is you're going to roll this piece of paper around the pencil. After you've used your pencil to create that tube-like shape with your piece of paper, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut along this edge here. After cutting along that edge, and what you're going to do next is you're going to take some tape and tape down this piece of paper. You will want to tape it along the full length of the piece of paper tube. Once you have your paper tube all taped off, you're going to set that off to the side, and we're going to go back to our straw. For our straw, we are going to cut it in half at the top. We are going to do that by cutting along the middle of the straw here. You'll want to do that about 1 inch from the end of the straw. After cutting your straw, it should look something like this. The next step will be you're going to want to separate those 2 pieces and then place those 2 pieces in between that little piece of paper that's at the bottom of your butterfly. You will then tape down the straw on either side of that piece of paper. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your paper tube and you are going to do the same thing that you did to your straw, where you cut it on both sides. However, you would want to cut it about 2 inches from the top for your paper tube. Once you have your paper tube cut open like this, the next thing you'll do is you are going to take that straw and the butterfly that you created, and you're going to put that straw inside of the paper tube, just like this. Once your straw is inside of this paper tube, then the last step is going to be, you see the paper tube up top here, underneath the wings, on both sides. We need to tape down that paper tube piece to the bottom of the butterfly on both sides. Once the paper tube is taped down on both sides, then our butterfly is ready to fly. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to our Facebook page for more videos. Bye!